Okay, today we're going to talk about solving quadratics by factoring. So there's two options that might happen. One is they may already give you this in factored form. So you've got three different ways that this quadratic equation can be written, or three different forms, and this is one of them. It's called factored form because it's already factored. There's already the two groups of parentheses. So to solve this, we just take each group and we set it equal to 0. So 3n minus 2 equals 0, and then we take and we do 4n plus 1 equals 0. Then I just simply solve for the n on each equation, and then that will give me my two solutions. So one solution, which again, remember, solution is just where this quadratic function, this U-shaped graph, will touch the x-axis. So this U-shaped parabola graph is going to touch the x-axis at a positive 2/3, and then it is also going to touch at a negative 1/4. So if you were looking at the picture, just a visual, it's going to hit a negative 1/4 and a positive 2/3. So it's going to be pretty skinny when it comes up right there. The second form that we have is where they have it set up in, it almost looks like it's in standard form, except you have this r over here. So what we need to do is move this r squared over to the other side. So he's positive, so to move him, we're going to minus. I know it's a little fuzzy to see. I don't know why this isn't. I'm making it fuzzy, sorry. So if I move it over, 8 minus 7 leaves me with 1r squared plus 3r, and then plus 2 equals 0. And then we come in here and we have our a equal to 1, our b equal to 3, our c equal to 2. I'm ready for my cross here, a times c, which is 1 times 2, and b, which is 3. And then I've got to figure out what combination of numbers here and here can multiply to get me 2, but can either add or subtract to get me 3. Well, 1 times 2 will get me 2, and 1 plus 2 will get me 3. So then I can move over to the box. So when I get to my box here, first goes in the first, last goes in the last, and then these two numbers, this is just a breakdown of my 3r, so those fill in the other remaining spots. So then what can I factor out of this? And that's just an r. Factor out of here is 2. Factor out of here is an r, and factor out of here is nothing, because they have nothing in common, so it's just a 1. There is no negative, so they're plus. So my solution, r plus 1, r plus 2, and then like above, I just set each equal to 0. So if it's r plus 1 equals 0, when I move the 1 over, r equals negative 1. Same thing here. R plus 2 equals 0, so r will equal negative 2. And that is how we factor.